Hi, and welcome to Avasam Insights. My name is Lucas, and in this video, I am going to show you how to get started with Avasam, along with full Shopify integration and listing tool functionalities. We will start by creating an account with Avasam on our website, avasam.com. Before you create an account, you can also find many useful information on Avasam, what we offer, along with the platform tour, integrations, pricing, and resources. When you are ready to create an account, click on Try It Free button, and it will take us to registration page when you will have to fill in all the fields required. Once that is done, click the box that you agree to Avasam terms and conditions, which can be found on our main website. Once registered, you will receive an activation link to your registered email address. When you click on the activation link in the email, please follow up the instructions with a short survey. Once filled in and account confirmed, your account will be created. Now you have created Avasam seller account, you can log in and see our homepage to start with. We also have an onboarding wizard which will guide you through the initial steps from welcome video to verifying your account details all the way through to automation of the process. So, our homepage is mainly for information updates and communications from Avasam, along with some videos that we are updating accordingly. Next one is Search Products page, which is our catalog page, and you can access all of our products available and use search via categories or applying relevant filters on the page. My products, this will be for all the products that you have sourced from our catalog into your Avasam inventory. Next one would be the Listing Manager. This is major control panel for all sales channel integrations, where you would be able to see all the integrations, order synchronization, pricing and stock sync updates, along with the SKU mapping and shipping mapping sections and the logs. Next would be the new Shopify listing tool functionality. As we know, listing on sales channels is a task that takes up a lot of time for online sellers. But that is no longer the case for our Shopify users. We have created a listing tool allowing you to list the products you have sourced from Avasam directly to your Shopify store at the click of a button. All the product information such as images, titles, description, and attributes will appear in your Shopify store automatically. You will see sync logs in the section also, which allows you to see whether there is an issue with any of the listings, helping you to manage your listings more efficiently. And now, I am going to show you how to integrate your Shopify store with Avasam. Integrating Shopify with Avasam allows you to list products directly from Avasam via our listing tool functionality, download orders, as well as controlling stock levels and prices. If you click on the settings and sales channel integration, it will allow you to select from the channels that we currently support and integrate with. This button will take you to our help page articles regarding the Shopify integration, and when you are ready to integrate, click on Add. Enter the name for this integration, and it is just for your reference only. So I will call it Test 123 Shopify UK. Click on Next to continue. Here you can enter the address of your Shopify store and the website endpoint. We'll take the URL from the home page, copy, paste over here. Make sure you remove the slash sign and click on Next. Here, please authorize the integration from Avasam to your Shopify account via an author key token. Now, here it will ask you to install the Avasam app. Avasam has been successfully connected with your Shopify account. Here is advising you to make sure you perform the next final steps, which are SKU and shipping mapping. Without this, Shopify integration may not work properly. So the SKUs would be mapped automatically once you list the items directly from the Shopify listing tool. Shipping mapping, we've got separate video for that, where you would be able to map the shippings. Go back to your Shopify integration in the Avasam account, click on Next. So here you got the stock location, which is set by default, where Avasam will only update stock, price and update orders according to this location. Please configure your inventory in Shopify to the Avasam location. This is also pre-filled and set as default. Click on Next. Here it is confirmed that sales channel configured successfully. Now I'm gonna take you through some additional settings of the Shopify integration. So here's the shipping mapping, where it would take you directly to the shipping mapping tool, and you are able to select the sales channel shipping service that you offer and map it with relevant Avasam shipping service. SKU mapping. SKUs would be mapped if you automatically if you list the items directly from the listing tool. Now we've got Shopify type mapping. So you would be able to map Avasam categories to your selected Shopify categories. Additional settings of the sales channel. So we've got the fulfillment location set as Avasam. Here you've got the stock update button. So once you list the items and you map the SKUs, or if they're mapped automatically, you would need this button to be on to be able to control your stock. And this would be also controlled automatically when you got this button on. So price included VAT update. When enabled, Avasam will update prices on mapped listings when you have pricing rules set up. There is a separate video for setting up a pricing rules. Click to toggle between on and off. Here you got maximum quantity to advertise. If you set the maximum number of items you want the Shopify listing to show for any listing mapped to an Avasam SKU. If the stock level is higher than this number, it will be maintained at this value until you have less available. If the level becomes lower than this point, the inventory levels updates the listing accordingly. Once the level increases past this value set, the listing will maintain this level again. Requires stock update to be set to yes also. Next one is stock threshold value. Set the level of an item if you want the Shopify listing to treat as 0 out of stocks for any listing mapped to an Avasam SKU. If the stock level is higher than this number, it will not affect the listing. If the level becomes lower than this value, the inventory level updates are set to 0 for the listing. Once the level increases past the value set, the listing will maintain the correct levels update again. Also requires the stock update to be turned on. Once this is all set, always please make sure that you hit save. And now I am going to pass to my colleague Mark, who will show you how to use our automated listing tool on Shopify.
Now with our new release to V2, the first thing we're introducing is our listing manager and support for listing on Shopify integrated web stores. Now obviously, this will improve your ability to list faster and more accurately, and it will remove the need to use CSV files or similar. So our listing manager is a great place to get an overview on what your integrated stores are doing and to get access to tools and other common settings. So for example here, the only one I have activated is my Shopify store, which is currently the only one that supports listings. Now you can see if it's enabled for order and price and stock sync. You can also, expand it. You can also see when the sync last happened. You can also manually trigger a new update if you have a reason to, for example, push new prices that you've updated or ensure that a stock update has gone through. In addition, you have access to the test channel functionality. You can reauthorize the channel if you think there's a problem. You can look at the logs. You can look at your SKU and your shipping mapping directly from here. We are going to be worrying about the listings option, but obviously before you start listing products, you need to make sure you have a product in your inventory. So make sure you go to search products within the catalogue, add products to your inventory, and then when you go into listings here, you'll be able to see details of what their current status is. So I only have 2 items in here currently. One of them is listed, one of them is not. When you have a longer queue, you have the option to filter them by the status, but also to filter them by other information, such as whether they're variation products, whether they are already mapped, because obviously you may have listed products previously outside of the listing tool, and you can also filter them by their pricing, etc. You can check the title that will be sent and update it. You can also look at what the description will show and update that. We can also allocate them, if you have these configured in Shopify, to collections and product types. You can change the selling price, but I have a pricing rule enabled, which means that now it's in auto. We do recommend this because the pricing rule ensures that if the price or the shipping price changes, the system will update it and you won't be left with any problems. In order to list the product, you can do this for one or multiple items simply by ticking on the side here. You can click select all, and when you've selected those that you want to list that are not already up there, you can click on the list button. The system will chew through the information that's available about the product. It will confirm that it's created the listing successfully and update this list here. Now if I go to my Avasam store and refresh, you'll see that my Avasam Shopify store now has both products rather than just one. And if I look at the actual site, it hasn't quite caught up yet. Now it has. Now, the important thing to remember is when you're using the listing tool, the SKU mapping and shipping mapping will be done automatically for you, of course. After you've listed products, if you've made changes to them, or if you update the prices, for example, or make a change to the title, you can, instead of listing them, click here and click update, and that will be passed through directly. Another thing to be aware of is once you are listing products, you can add through the column chooser a column for any of your integrated channels, and this will show you the current status of them here as well. I do hope that's been helpful for you, and I look forward to seeing what you can do with the new listing tool. If you have any questions, of course, you can reach out to us through live chat, you can contact us through the support ticket system, or you can email us on support@avasam.com. Thank you for listening.